the headlines. City leaders work with US Consulate General in Ho Chí Minh City and members of the visiting delegation. The meeting with head of the representative office of ActionAid International in Vietnam. Schools in Cần Thơ City revealed the 2024-2025 school year and outlined directions and tasks for 2025-2026 school year. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On May 27th afternoon, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trương Cảnh Tuyên and leaders of various units had a meeting and work with US Consulate General in Ho Chí Minh City, Susan Burns, and members of the visiting delegation. At the reception, Chairman Trương Cảnh Tuyên expressed his appreciation and thanked the Consul General for her practical contributions in promoting the cooperative relationship between Cần Thơ City and the US Consulate General in Ho Chí Minh City, which has been developing very well in recent times. The chairman hoped that the Consul General would continue to act as a connection to support businesses in the city in promoting trade to bring Cần Thơ City's strengths such as agricultural products, seafood, and processed products to the U.S. market, cooperate with U.S. educational institutions to open training programs with universities in Cần Thơ. The chairman also informed the U.S. Consul General about the city's development orientation in the coming time. Thanking the warm welcome from the leaders of Cần Thơ City, Ms. Susan Burns said that 2025 marks the 30th founding anniversary of the diplomatic relations between Vietnam and the United States, hoping that the two sides would coordinate to organize a meaningful friendship event in Cần Thơ City to celebrate the above event. Ms. Susan Burns also paid special attention to and appreciated the development orientations of Cần Thơ City on the basis of merging the three localities of Cần Thơ, Hậu Giang, and Sóc Trăng, especially the development of the transportation network, trade services, logistics, marine economy. This will open up many good prospects for cooperation between Cần Thơ City and U.S. partners in the coming time. Also on the afternoon of May 27th, Vice Woman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Điệp and leaders of several departments and branches had a meeting and worked with head of the representative office of ActionAid International in Vietnam, Hoàng Phương Thảo, and Vice Chairman of the Management Board of Vietnam Social Security Program and Project Support Fund, Bùi Bá Bình. In the meeting, Ms. Hoàng Phương Thảo informed about the implementation of projects that ActionAid is funding in the Mekong Delta, especially projects in Sóc Trăng province. On this occasion, she also asked for opinions from Cần Thơ City leaders on continuing to implement projects after the merger and future cooperation orientations. Vice Chairwoman Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Điệp said that up to now, the city does not have the opportunity to respond to information related to projects in Sóc Trăng. After the merger, the projects will be transferred to the local government at that level. The Vice Chairwoman also hoped that ActionAid would implement many projects in Cần Thơ City, focusing on areas such as climate change, environmental waste treatment, education and training, livelihood support for the poor. The city will coordinate with ActionAid to research and select suitable projects to implement in the coming time. On May 28th morning, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trương Cảnh Tuyên, also Chairman of Cần Thơ City Military Service Council, chaired the conference to reveal the work of selected and calling citizens to join the Army in 2025. In 2025, Cần Thơ City assigned 2,017 citizens to units of the Ministries of National Defense and Public Security, completing 100% of the target, of which 31.14% of young people enlisted with technical expertise, an increase of 0.3% compared to 2024. 7.92% were party members, an increase of 1.94% compared to 2024. In addition, localities have well-implemented military and military-backing policies, warmly visited, encouraged, gave gifts, built new houses, and repaired 16 houses for families of workers enlisted and discharged from the Army. At the same time, organizing the military camp was truly a festival that left a deep impression, creating an exciting spirit, adding confidence and motivation for young people before leaving for military service. At the conference, delegates discussed and proposed a number of solutions to improve the military recruitment enrollment in 2026. On this occasion, the City People's Committee awarded certificates of merit to 17 teams and 32 individuals for their outstanding achievements in the selection and calling of citizens to join the Army in 2025. The City Youth Union and the Military Command also commended groups and individuals for good achievements in the military recruitment and military camp in 2025. On May 28th morning, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee, also head of the City Steering Committee for Prevention and Control of Smuggling, Trade Fraud and Counterfeit Goods, referred to as Steering Committee 389, Nguyễn Thực Hiện, had a meeting with members on the work of preventing and combating smuggling, trade fraud and counterfeit goods in the area. The meeting focused on implementing Directive Number 13, dated May 17, 2025 of the Prime Minister on strengthening the fight against smuggling, trade fraud and counterfeit goods in the new situation. Official Dispatch Number 7, dated May 24, 2025 of the Prime Minister on continuing to promote the peak of the fight to prevent and repel smuggling, trade fraud, counterfeit goods, infringement of intellectual property rights, and announced Decision Number 1261, dated May 21, 2025 of the Chairman of the City People's Committee on perfecting the Steering Committee for Prevention and Combat of Smuggling, Trade Fraud and Counterfeit Goods in the city. Concluding the meeting, Vice Chairman Nguyễn Thực Hiện requested units to thoroughly grasp and strictly implement the direction of the Prime Minister, the Ministry of Industry and Trade, and the Chairman of the City People's Committee in the work of preventing and combating trade fraud, counterfeit goods, and infringement of intellectual property rights, particularly focusing on intensifying the launching of peak periods and in-depth inspections to further raise people's awareness of law compliance in preventing and combating counterfeit goods. On May 27th morning, Chairwoman of Cần Thơ City Labour Federation Lê Thị Sương Mai organized a working delegation to visit a number of businesses in the city on the occasion of the Workers' Month in 2025. The delegation visited and worked with the Fruit Republic of Cần Thơ Company and TKG Tech One Cần Thơ Limited Liability Company. At each enterprise, the chairwoman and delegation members listened to representatives of the enterprise, informing the production situation, employment, income, SOA salary bonus, and welfare regimes of union members and workers. Through this, the delegation visited and shared the advantages and difficulties of enterprises in production and business activities and caring for union members and workers. On this occasion, TKG Tech One Cần Thơ Limited Liability Company was honored to receive the emulation flag of Vietnam General Confederation of Labor for its outstanding achievements in the movement of civil servants, workers, and union activities in 2024. On May 28th morning, schools in Cần Thơ City reviewed the 2024-2025 school year and outlined directions and tasks for 2025-2026 school year. At schools such as Đoàn Thị Điểm Secondary School, Châu Văn Liêm High School, Ninh Kiều District, and Thời Secondary School, Bình Thủy District, the joyful and excited atmosphere of teachers and students with the learning and training results of 2024-2025 school year was recorded. More than 90% of students with good academic achievements were commended and rewarded. Along with the above schools, from now until May 30th, educational institutions and schools in Cần Thơ City will complete the work of 2024-2025 school year and deploy directions and tasks for the new school year of 2025-2026. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continues. Everyone who watch again in this bulletin, please log on to our website, kenthotv.vn. And thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.